Dear all, welcome to our channel. This is our real-time scenario number 3. Here, what we are going to do is zip to unzip files with the REST calls. In the last episode, we learned how to zip file to unzip files. In this episode, we will explore the same concept but with a different authentication type and review previous work. If you haven't watched the previous episode, I recommend doing so. I'll leave the previous video link in the video description. As I mentioned earlier, here's what we are going to do is try to generate a token at the runtime. Similar to real time, in the last episode, what we did, generated a SAS token and we hard-coded the token, which is not recommended in real-time scenarios. Let's get started. Review previous work. Review previous work. At the end of the relative URL, we have a SAS token, right? For authentication, we have a data set, use get method, have a sync connection C. All set. In this episode, we will implement generate token at runtime, use it for authenticate. We have an official article in the Microsoft forums. This is the article I'm referring to for implementation. I'll leave this link in the video description. Go to Microsoft Entra ID and go to Manage and click on App Registrations and New App Registration. Here you can give the name. I'm registering a blob service principal for all the necessary configurations. Click on Manage, then click on Certificates and the Security in the menu. Generate a security key. Expire date, that's up to you. Okay, just make sure to copy this value. Okay. These three are our details. There is a secret key, and this one, client ID. And this one is the tenant ID. We must allow this app at the storage level. It should have access to all the resources of storage account. The storage blob contributor role is mandatory to perform this action. It doesn't matter if you have a superior role, the storage blob contributor role is still required. Check blob role, storage blob contributor role here. Allow our application. Check our application. This our app. Select and click OK. Review plus assign. All set, go back to pipeline. Take web activity. Connect web activity to copy activity. We have Microsoft Office article to implement the solution. Follow these steps. I'll leave this in the video description. You can go through it. Prepare required information for task. Copy tenant ID and replace it. Copy this URL for web activity. Go back to your pipeline. Web activity. Name it properly. Web token. Okay. Just click on settings. Pass the URL here. This is the step and a post method. We're simply sending the request to the storage account to generate a token. Keep header. Copy and paste. Copy this. Prepare it. Place it notepad and replace values. Our case storage account. Storage.azure.com. This is what our service now. Copy complete content. Go back to your pipeline. Past it, all set now. check here, are there any errors or something, right? There are no errors. Just get this token in your copy this content. You to paste it, that's all. Place it here. Replace activity name. One more thing. The SAS token is not required. We can remove after the question mark, removed it. We'll test the pipeline. Failed, maybe variable issue. Okay, what you can do here is check previous activity output for variable name. Access token. We need to change this. Output.access token, right? It's supposed to work. I will debug it. Again, it got failed. Why? Review one more time. Everything is okay, but REST API version missing here. What we have to do is, this one right here. I will include the version here. And refresh. Okay, now it got succeeded. You can check now. See, read one file and written two files, right? Zip file to unzip file. Check storage account. Is there any folder here? No unzip container, right? Refresh and check. Here is the uznip container under that. We have folder. Under folder, you have another folder. And see, here are the files. We can simplify and optimize the solution. The solution we can implement is, if you look, here's what I'm doing right now. I'm just supplying the value by hard coding it. Client ID, client secret, and as well as. Instead, you can pass it from the key vault. Use the service principal like this. Pass the secret from the key vault. You try it and let me know if you encounter any challenges. I will implement that solution as well. See you in the next video. Bye. Please share your feedback